We're Ohio Christian University students.
Near Columbus, Ohio, millennial evangelicals are on a push to educate voters and get them to the polls on Tuesday.
I do want to see other Christians get a vote just because it's like gives them power.
Each vote will be especially crucial in Ohio, with Trump and Clinton running neck and neck here. That's why the Faith and Freedom Coalition is knocking on tens of thousands of doors in this crucial area of the state. And a personal touch could be the push that some evangelical voters need to get to the ballot box.
More and more people want some sort of personal connection and credible persuasion.
Persuasion is cranking up on the Democrat side, too. Socialist hero and former presidential candidate Bernie Sanders came to Youngstown to rally the troops at the local university. Hillary Clinton knows she needs millennials to show up, but students here don't seem too motivated.
Trump's voters that are my age, they are a lot more enthusiastic than like the people that are going to be voting for Hillary.
There's no doubt that Donald Trump is going to have to win here in Ohio and many of those battleground states, but at some point he's going to have to penetrate the blue wall, Hillary Clinton's blue wall. That means many of those Democrat states, including one nearby, as a matter of fact, right next door in Pennsylvania, and that's where we find my CBN News colleague, Jenna Browder. Jenna.
Thanks, David. We are here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. This is a town that was once booming, but as industry moved out, so did the jobs. Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are working overtime here, trying to win over blue-collar, working-class Americans.
This is probably the toughest election that I've been voting since I was 18.
I'm not really with it. I don't know.
I'm registered as a Republican, but right now I'm still pretty undecided.
Here at the Heyday Diner, mixed feelings for the candidates.
Trump knows everything was going on. He's speaking the truth to us, but Hillary knows the house.
Ebony Carter seems to make up her mind on the spot.
I'm just going to go with Trump because I likes the truth, and instead of this being anything withheld from me.
Yeah, most of it's pro-Trump, to be honest, and this is it's always been a heavily Democratic area.
Across town at the Press Bistro,
I'm not quite sure if I'm going to vote.
Rowena Claycomb says she's leaning more toward Clinton, but by no means a hardcore supporter. Donald Bonk is straight down the middle.
I think each of them have proposals that could be helpful to us.
His family owned a grocery store in the area for more than 40 years.
1940 was roughly our high point. We had about 60,000 people in the city. We had a Bethlehem steel mill when I was in high school. In 1979, we had 12,000 steel workers. We probably have about 1,500 now in various specialty mills.
And that's Trump's basic message: bring back jobs.
I want the America that I had when I grew up for my grandchildren.
And it's one truck drivers at this rest stop are buying.
Even though he's very, very wealthy, he seems like he's a blue-collar guy.
Quite frankly, this is going to be the biggest election since Reagan. I think you're going to see an absolute landslide.
With all of the Trump-pinned signs in the area, it looks good visually on the surface for the Republican ticket. But with Clinton's top-notch ground game, looks can be deceiving in blue-collar America, where this race could ultimately be decided. Jenna Browder, CBN News in Johnstown, Pennsylvania.